Hey yo, what is going on guys on YouTube? It is SimClay17 here, bringing you guys a brand new video here on the channel. And today's video for you guys, I usually don't make these types of videos here on my channel, but I think after what I posted, I believe on Sunday, when I did my NFL Week 7 predictions video, you guys really seem to enjoy that. So I am going to be releasing, another predictions video, but it's going to be out probably tomorrow or something like that, because obviously Thursday Night Football, I believe it's the Falcons and Panthers who are playing that game. So tomorrow I'm going to I'm going to be doing my my predictions for week 8, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys. We're already about to be halfway towards the NFL season. I feel like the season just started. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you guys go on to enjoy today's, video, make sure you give the video a like down below, and make sure you guys are subscribed as well with those post notifications so you will get notified every single time I do upload a brand new video here on the channel. Anyways, let's get right to today's video. So, sorry guys, I didn't upload yesterday. I've been really busy lately, and plus, I am going to be having a little bit like schedule changes for my channel and all that. By the way, we are on to the road to 100 subs, so yeah, if you guys are not here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and all that, because 100 subs is pretty awesome for me. Grinding for a straight month on YouTube and all that. I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support lately, and yeah, let's just keep it up with the road to 100 subs and all that. So yeah, let's get right into week 7. So I'm basically going to be talking about, my thoughts and analysis on week 7, what are my thoughts on the teams, and then, and all that. So let's first talk about the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. I actually did go ahead and pick the Giants in this game. If you guys did see my predictions video Sunday and all that, you guys probably noticed that I didn't do this game because, I was recording like late Saturday night or something like that, and then I felt like I didn't know what to do with the Giants because I predicted the Giants to win. Fortunately, they lost, but it was a really good game. I gotta give credit to the Philadelphia Eagles for coming back. Carson Wentz had a really great fourth quarter, after really struggling, throughout the first 3 quarters and all that. So it was not a pretty game, but gotta give credit to the Eagles. So now they are 2-4-1 and have now led the NFC East. Giants still have a chance to win the division. They're gonna have a tough game Monday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so we'll see what they could do there. All right, next game. So we have the Pittsburgh Steelers and Tennessee Titans. I did predict the Titans to win, barely. I was literally last second changing my mind. I was going to go with Pittsburgh, but I was just like, I don't know. I kind of have a little bit more faith in the Titans because Steelers opponents, they haven't really gone anyone against good, except for Cleveland Browns, which is, Cleveland Browns are a pretty good team, in my opinion, but they have been kind of inconsistent sometimes this year. And then Tennessee Titans, they also kind of have some opponents that really aren't that good. One of their best games was against the Bills and then the Texans. Texans, honestly, they aren't a bad team, but they've gone against really good teams and all that. So Texans aren't a bad team. It's just record-wise, it may not seem like they are a good team, but they actually do have some pretty good performances and all that. So I'm a little frustrated with this game because my mom's a big Titans fan and all that. This game was really getting out of hand. It was like 27-7, like third quarter. But then Ben Roethlisberger started throwing interceptions. The offense was really getting out of hand and all that. And then that gave Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry to go out, ball out on the field, and then get some touchdowns and all that. Roethlisberger threw, I believe, 3 picks that game. So he needs to do better on that because Steelers really don't turn the ball over that much, or no, Ben Roethlisberger doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, but the Steelers do turn over a lot. So they got to do better on that. But, I got to give credit to Pittsburgh. Came out to, these were 2 5-0 teams. These guys were supposed to play, I believe, week 4, but then Tennessee had COVID and all that. So, it was a little frustrating for, the Tennessee Titans to lose the game due to a missed field goal from Stephen Gostkowski and all that. But got to give credit to Pittsburgh, coming out clutch with a really tough place to play. Tennessee's, they've been on a roll ever since, they have Ryan Tannehill as a starter. So, gotta give credit to Pittsburgh. They are now 6-0, and now they're gonna go to Baltimore next week. So that's gonna be a really true test to see, are they really, can they be consistent? Can they be consistent on their defense and all that? So, good job for Pittsburgh. Fortunately, didn't miss that game. So right now I'm 0-2. This was another game I missed. I thought Dallas for some reason was just gonna, try to revive themselves, try to get back onto the winning record or winning and all that, but it was definitely not the case here. They lose 25-3. Some moments I have with this game is I feel like Dallas just really doesn't even want to play, honestly. After Dak Prescott got hurt and all that, I feel like the Dallas defense, it's probably the worst defense in the league right now. Barely. I mean, there's one other team I will talk about later in this video that their defense is really crappy and all that. But I mean, I gotta give credit to Washington. Their offense, Kyle Allen was really efficient in this game. Had a missed 4th and goal, I believe, at the 1. So I mean, good stop by Dallas, but didn't matter because Dallas gave us safety. And then, oh man, the big moment in this game was when Andy Dalton, got, a really scary head-to-head helmet hit. I believe it was by John Bostic, the Washington football team's linebacker or something. He hit Andy Dalton in the head pretty bad. And Andy Dalton is, I believe right now he's in concussion protocol. We don't know if he's going to be returning as a starter against the Eagles, but we'll see after that. But, I got to give credit to the Washington football team. Kyle Allen was really efficient. Terry McLaurin had a really big day and all that. But, I mean, it's against the Cowboys. So, I mean, Cowboys still have a chance to, go to the playoffs. They're only half game behind. And also Washington. But, I mean, it was kind of a tough game for them and all that. So, Dallas, I'm not expecting them to beat the Eagles. So, that's going to be a tough game for them. But Washington, I think they're on a bye this week. So, we'll get to see if they could be having a good defense. I like their defense, honestly. Their defense is really good. It's just, I just don't have faith in that offense, but we'll see if they can be for real or not. All right, next game we got the Bills and Jets. Really kind of a shocking game, honestly. This was actually my first one that I got right. I think everybody picked the Buffalo Bills to win this game, but really closer than what I think everybody expected, honestly. Like, we honestly thought the Bills, after 2 straight losses to, at the Titans, big time, and then the Chiefs, big time. We thought that maybe this is the game to, kind of give them a little bit of confidence. But honestly, I'm a little disappointed with the Bills because they kicked 6 field goals. The kicker was 6 for 8 on field goals. Like, dude, you can't win games by that. But luckily, their defense came in clutch in the second half, only giving up the Jets 4 yards in the second half. So, I mean, that's really good defense by them. But I got to give credit to the Jets. The defense was in the game. They had a chance to win, but Darnold threw an interception. I think it was a bad ball, and then I think Jerry Hughes caught it or something like that. But, I got to give the Jets some credit. But honestly, that team quit, honestly. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to see if we are going to see the good Bills team to win number 4-0, or we're going to see the Bills that have been kind of struggling lately against the Patriots and all that. So, I mean, it's a win. A win's a win. Can't complain about the Bills. So, game right here. This one was a little interesting, I will say. I was really leaning towards Carolina, but I was able to pick the Saints, and my score was so close. If I just picked 3 more points, if I picked 3 less points, I would have had that. It's crazy. I think I picked 30-24 Saints, but fortunately, Saints didn't kick in their field goal, so I would have absolutely nailed that. But I mean, it is what it is. I guess I'm not gonna, predict every game to be exactly on my scoreboard and all that. So. But this one was a little bit scary, honestly. Like, I really was leaning towards Carolina because, I thought the Carolina offense was really good to do good against that really bad Saints defense. But, both these defenses are really crappy, in my opinion. And both their offenses are pretty good. Teddy Bridgewater had a pretty good day. And the kicker for the Panthers almost made the NFL history. He almost made NFL history with a 65-yard field goal attempt. And he almost made it. It was inches short. Joey Sly, he's not a bad kicker, but he's a little bit inconsistent sometimes. But gotta give credit to Drew Brees, clutching out in that little bit late seconds in the first half to get the touchdown. That really probably made the game. That was key in the game and all that. So gotta give credit to the Saints, but I'm a little worried about that defense. We'll see how they could be good, at Chicago next week. Carolina, they're a really competitive team. I like that team, but they're kind of going downhill. But hopefully they could get back on track. Thursday Night Football against the Falcons. We'll see what happens to them. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers, Houston Texans. Another one I won, so right now I'm 3-3, is the Green Bay Packers and Houston Texans. They won 35-20. If I just picked one more touchdown for the Green Bay Packers, I would have nailed that. I think I said 28-20 Packers. They got 35-20. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams connection is unreal. Davante Adams, I believe, had I don't know how many catches. I think it was 13 receptions for 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that man was literally unstoppable to cover and all that. So, Green Bay offense, without even Aaron Jones, which is pretty funny. Aaron Jones, I hope he's okay, man. He's definitely a key part to their Green Bay Packers offense. After a really sluggish performance against the Bucs, they come out, Aaron Rodgers just amazing. He was so amazing this game. the score might seem like it was close, but honestly, Green Bay absolutely dominated this game. The Texans really had no chance in this game, if I'm going to be honest. They were kind of making a little bit of a comeback, but it didn't matter, honestly. So, Green Bay Packers, went 35-20, so I'm 3-3. This one was probably the most wild game of the weekend, honestly, if I'm going to be honest. You got the Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals, 37-34. I actually predicted Cincinnati to win this game by like 6 points. I think it was 34-28. So, if I would add 9 more points to the Browns, and I would have had it. But, gotta give credit to Baker Mayfield. Really awful performance in like the first quarter when he was like 0 for 5 for 0 yards and 1 interception. Unfortunately, I have heard some bad news that Odell Beckham is out for the year with a torn ACL. So, I don't know what's the future for Odell Beckham. He might be gone at Cleveland after the season and all that, or during the offseason. But, but I've heard that, Baker Mayfield does better without Odell. It's really weird, but I guess he does better without Odell. Baker Mayfield, I think, threw 5 touchdowns, which is unreal. But here's the problem, though. He did it against the Bengals. He's usually always great against Cincinnati and all that. But we can see if he can be really consistent. Baker Mayfield, to see if he's really consistent throughout the season and all that. Because people were getting him a lot of hate after that Pittsburgh game. Oh, man, after that Pittsburgh game, people were getting him a lot of hate. But, gotta give credit to Baker Mayfield, And who's the, I think it was Hunter Bryant, I think, the Browns draft pick they picked. He had 2 touchdowns, so good performance by him. But that deep throw to Donovan Peoples-Jones, the rookie receiver from, I believe, Michigan, that was such an unbelievable throw by Baker Mayfield. But, also, I got to give credit to Joe Burrow, man. He's definitely the future of Cincinnati. He's going to be a star of the making. It's just Cincinnati just cannot close out with, all these leads, and they just keep blowing it. Blew the lead against the Chargers. Had almost a real shot against Cleveland in their first matchup. Definitely had a shot against the Eagles. The Ravens game, that was definitely not even close. Jaguars, they won against my Colts, which honestly I feel like Cincinnati definitely should have won. They were up like 21-0 against us. But, they just can't close out close games, and definitely this game. This game I feel like they should have won. But Joe Burrow, I gotta give credit to him. He's definitely started making. So unfortunately, I lost this game, so now I'm 3-4. This one was another wild finish. Really, honestly, a one-side game in my opinion. I think the Falcons definitely dominated, but it's the Falcons. They always blow these leads in the last. Todd Gurley accidentally scored a touchdown late in the game because it was, I believe, 16-14 Lions with like a minute something left. Lions had no timeouts, and then Todd Gurley accidentally ran into the end zone for a touchdown. So that gave the Lions a lot of time to hopefully go downfield and score a touchdown. Which honestly, why the play call for that play was just so weird. Like, I feel like the Falcons should have just taken a knee and all that. Like, I feel like that's what they should have done, honestly. So a little bit, I'm a little concerned about the Falcons play calling. I know it's their interim head coach, but like terrible play calling in my opinion. Defense, absolute horrible defensive selection or play selection in that final play of the game against the Lions. But TJ Hawkinson, what a day he had for National Tight End Day. It's pretty awesome. Matthew Stafford clutching up in the final drive. So, Lions. I'm excited for my Colts to go to Detroit next week. Next Sunday, I should say. That's going to be a good game. We're going to see if the Lions can be for real. But it was definitely a one-side game. The Falcons, I feel like definitely should have won. But against the Falcons, they blow leads. So, I'm happy I picked the Lions barely. I think it was like 21-17. I think I picked the Lions or something like that. So, good job, Lions. Thank you for giving me another dub. So now I'm 4-4. Another game I don't know about this one. Like, this one was kind of tough to pick. In my opinion, I think I picked like $30-27, and it was definitely a one-side game. Actually, it was kind of really close. Raiders kept it close until the fourth quarter. No, I think it was like 24-20 in the fourth quarter, but then, Derek Carr throwing interception that really cost the Raiders, and all that. But Tom Brady, oh my goodness, the Tom Brady offense is so efficient now. They're getting healthy. Mike Evans didn't have a crazy game. I think he only had like 1 catch or something. But Chris Godwin, Sky Miller, Gronkowski finally returned back to the old Gronk. Tom Brady just throwing 5 touchdowns. He was an absolute beast. And that Buccaneers defense is scary good, honestly. Like, they kind of struggled a little bit in this game, but I still have faith in this Bucs defense. Now they're going against the Giants, which honestly is definitely, they should win this game. But I don't know. Maybe the Giants could maybe make it a close game or something. We'll see what they can do. And the Raiders, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those games, where you thought you could have had a chance, but the interception from Derek Carr, just like that is such a killer right there. You can't throw that ball and all that. So I mean, Raiders, after 2-0 start, they have fallen 3 of the last 4 games, but at least one of those wins was at Kansas City. So I mean, they could have easily lost 4 in a row, but I mean, I think they're a good team. It's just that defense just needs to get better. Their defense really needs to get better. And all that. They got a tough matchup by Cleveland, but we can see if they can possibly get an upset there and all that. So just good job by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's pretty good. And then this one, I got this one right again. I think I picked Chargers by like 6 points. I think it was 29-23. I predicted in that video. What a shootout this was, honestly. Up until I believe the third quarter, fourth quarter was definitely a shootout. It was fun. And all that, but Justin Herbert, my goodness, this kid, he's something, man. Like Justin Herbert, I think he is definitely the future of the Chargers. You might think that the Chargers are really bad, honestly, this year. But honestly, I love their offense. Their offense is just, Justin Herbert looks so comfortable, that. I don't even think they have Austin Eckler this game, which is a little bit concerning. I hope Austin Eckler could get healthy, or I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comment section below in this video to see what happened to Austin Eckler. I don't know if he's injured or is he out for the year, and I just don't know. But I don't think he played this game. But Keenan Allen, my goodness, Keenan Allen is just such an underrated wide receiver, man. Like, I don't know why people give him crap sometimes, but Keenan Allen is such a great receiver. But Justin Herbert was he's a monster, honestly. We'll see what he could do against Denver. I actually might pick the Chargers that game, but again, I don't know what my final predictions are for that. But I think the Chargers can definitely go to Denver beat Jaguars, I think it could be the end of the Minshew era and all that, because Minshew's really regressing after that Week 1 win against the Colts. I'm a little disappointed about that, but Gardner Minshew's been really disappointing, honestly. You might think that, honestly, he could have had a good game. I think he should have had a good game, but I mean, only 170 yards passing, like, you can't beat that. Like, you can't beat teams if you had 170 yards, unless you're Tom Brady against the Green Bay Packers. But, good job by the Chargers. That is, I believe, 6-4. Probably shocker of the week, honestly. This game was shock, honestly. I actually predicted New England to win by like 3 points. I didn't think this game was going to be pretty at all. I think I said like 20-17 Patriots. Definitely opposite. It was definitely opposite. Cam Newton was god-awful. Cam Newton was just atrocious. It was just like, it hurt your eyes to like watch him play that game. Only, kicking 2 field goals. That just can't get the job done. And then the 49ers, Jimmy G really had some really inconsistent throws, but he had some really good throws. The throws he made, those were picked off. The first one was just so bad, like, you didn't even want to watch it. And the second one was just kind of like a Hail Mary at the end. I mean, it didn't really matter. But the 49ers defense, I think it's finally getting back to the way it was from last year. I mean, they're still kind of injured. They don't have a Nick Bosa, but I think they have still a pretty decent pass rush in the last. So, I mean, I gotta give credit to the 49ers. They're gonna have a really tough week. This is gonna see if they could be for real at Seattle next week. So that's gonna be an exciting game. I'm so excited to watch that game. And all that. The Patriots, I'm not gonna count them out because it's Bill Belichick. You really can't figure out, Bill Belichick. Obviously, he's one of the greatest head coaches of all time, or if not the best. They're gonna be at Buffalo. Buffalo's been kind of struggling lately. Patriots have absolutely been struggling lately, and all that. But that's going to be a game where, like, which teams are we getting? Are we going to get the really good Bills, or are we going to get the really struggling Bills, or are we going to get the Patriots that were really dominant in the first 3 weeks, with their offense has been really good, or are we going to get the Patriots that we got from against the Niners and all that? So that's going to be an interesting game. I still don't know who to pick that game. I mean, obviously, you guys will see a video of me predicting the Week 8 games and all that tomorrow and all that, so stay tuned for that. But, good job by the Niners. I mean, probably shocker of the week for me. So I believe I am 6-5. I'm pretty sure. Here, let me just make sure. So 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 1-3, 2-3, 3-3, 3-4, 4-4, 5-4, 6-4, 6-5. Yep, 6-5. Just making sure, guys. Next game was honestly kind of a no-brainer. I mean, I think you guys definitely would agree that the Chiefs would win this game. Denver's defense was actually like not bad, honestly. You guys think, like, on the scoreboard, you're thinking, oh man, yeah, Denver's defense was awful. The Chiefs had, I believe, a kick return touchdown and a defensive touchdown, and then they had 2 fumble recoveries. So that Chiefs defense for me in fantasy was killer. It was the best defense in fantasy this week and all that. So, that's really good, honestly, Patrick Mahomes really had, kind of an off day, honestly, only with 200 yards, 15 to 23 and all that, and only 1 touchdown. So, I mean, he really didn't have to do much that game. Le'Veon Bell had a couple carries and all that, so that's pretty good. And then Drew Lock for the Broncos was just really inconsistent. I think he's turning into a bust and all that, so, I mean, it's a little unfortunate for, Drew Lock and all that, because, I mean, he looked really promising last year, where the Broncos were really struggling, and then they found, hopefully, QB of the future and all that. So, I mean, he was doing good up until these last couple weeks where he's throwing a lot of picks and all that, so he needs to get better on that. But, yeah. So, Chiefs game, it was pretty easy to pick. I think they have the Jets next week, so, I mean, it's going to be kind of ugly game, honestly. I think the Chiefs are going to win. And then Denver, I believe they have the Chargers, so we'll see. Maybe the Denver Broncos can finally get back on track and all that. So, there's that. And the game that I think this is actually my upset of the week right here was the Arizona Cardinals beating the Seattle Seahawks 37-34 in overtime. This game was really fun to watch. This is probably game of the year in my opinion, because, these are 2 really exciting quarterbacks to watch. Obviously, Russell Wilson is definitely one of the more exciting quarterbacks to watch. And then Kyler Murray could be the future. He could be like the future Russell Wilson, from Russell Wilson's like rookie year and all that. So, I mean, Kyler Murray had a very great game, honestly. Besides from that 1 interception, which was so bad, because I think he threw the ball way too fast, and then he kind of tossed it up a little high and all that. So, I mean, it was a little unfortunate right there. But Kyler Murray, really good. Hopkins was great. He did have a lost fumble, which kind of, gave Seattle some momentum and all that. That Seahawks defense, see, as I was talking about earlier this video, this could be another. I can't really say, like, who's the worst defenses. I think it's between Dallas and Seattle. It's really hard to say, because Seattle, I think, is getting more yards than Dallas, but, like, Dallas is getting a ton of points, and definitely Seattle. But, Russell Wilson in this game was, like, he was so good in, like, the first half, but the second half, man, like, I don't know what happened, but they only got, I believe, 1 touchdown in the second half. Cardinals were really struggling in defense in the first half, but then they kind of figure out Seattle's game plan and all that. So, I mean, it's a good job by Vance Joseph, their defensive coordinator. He used to be a head coach for Denver for a couple of years. Really wasn't, a big factor for Denver and all that. But, I got to give Cardinals defense some credit, in overtime definitely, where Russell Wilson, I believe, threw a really, I don't know what Russell Wilson was thinking about Isaiah Simmons, Cardinals draft pick. Made probably the biggest play of the game, picking off Russell Wilson, which is his 3rd interception. Russell Wilson was just, Russell Wilson was, like, a little weird this game. Like, you thought, like, first half, he was just like, boom, he's definitely MVP. Second half, he threw such a dumb interception back in the end zone where Patrick Peterson was, like, all alone, and he caught the ball. So, it was really consistent throws by Wilson, really cost the Seahawks some points and all that. But, I hope also, I've heard some injury news that Kenyon Drake has like a high ankle sprain, I think. I think he's going to be out for just a couple weeks or something. So, I mean, Cardinals haven't been really good running the ball besides from Kyler Murray. But hopefully he can be healthy and, return to the roster. Because, I mean, Cardinals, I think they definitely need him. Cardinals are going to be on a bye this week. And then, Seattle, I mean, they're going to go against a sneaky good 49ers team these last couple weeks and all that. Very impressive win against the Rams, the 49ers did, and then now a very dominant win over the Patriots right there. So, we'll see what Seattle could do. It's a tough loss for them, but, you can never know what happens when these division games. So, I'm glad I picked the Cardinals here. I said like 28-27 in this game. Definitely a little bit more points than I could. Maybe got the predictions right, but, I give credit to the Cardinals. Kyler Murray was amazing in this game. And then the final game in the week, in week 7, we're going to be talking about is the Bears and Rams. This was honestly definitely a one-sided game. I picked the Rams this game, I believe, by like 3 points. I think I said like 23-20, I believe. And honestly, the Rams defense, again, very good. This is a very sneaky good Rams defense. I thought earlier in the year, I thought they were going to be really struggling defense. and all that. But, you know, the Rams defense has definitely stepped up. A little bit inconsistent offensively last week against the Niners, but a little bit more consistent this week and all that. But I would love to see a little bit more of that offense this week. But the Bears defense is really good, but they weren't really that good last night. As I'm recording this, it's Tuesday, and then you guys will be seeing this Tuesday and all that. But the Bears offense, again, it's just been so inconsistent, honestly, this year. That's probably the one reason, like, I just don't have faith in them. And Nick Foles was just so atrocious to watch last night. It did throw some couple, like, really good deep balls in the lane, but, I mean, there was just, like, a throw in the end zone, which, honestly, the red zone pick wasn't really his fault. I mean, it's just a good Rams play right there. And then the second interception was just a lob up in the air, and hopefully Jimmy Graham could caught it, but Jalen Ramsey picked it off in the last. So Jared Goff was really efficient in this game. Really didn't have to do too much. I believe he had, like, 2 touchdowns, if I believe. Sorry if I don't know the exact amount of touchdowns Jared Goff had, but you know, he was pretty good, honestly. You know, I give credit to the Rams team right there. They're going, I think they have at Miami next week, and we get to finally see Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, we're going to see if the Rams defense can, you know, keep it up, maybe get some pressure on Tua. And the Bears are going to have a pretty sneaky, kind of a little bit downhill Saints team, but I think it's going to be a tough game for them, honestly. Saints, Bears, I mean, we're going to really see who's the better of these two teams and all that. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that is just all my thoughts and analysis on Week 7. If you guys go on to enjoy today's video where I talk about NFL Week 7, and you guys want to see more of these types of videos, make sure to give the video a like down below, and make sure you guys are subscribed as well with those post notifications so you will get notified every single time I do upload a brand new video here on the channel. Anyways, guys, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.